In our first time watching Holy Motors, I believe most of us have this feeling.
Weird. So weird.
How do you construct meaning out of this weird, seemingly purposeless story? It seems like that this film is not designed to be understood, as the film is full of absurdity and purposeless action. However, it is still full of spectacles and it is interesting to watch. So, where does the attractiveness of Holy Motors come from, and what is it trying to say? I'm Tiago, and this is my analysis of Holy Motors.
Je suis prêt.
The story starts by playing with our expectations. After a seemingly symbolic, absurd opening, we start to learn about our protagonist, Monsieur Oscar. We thought he is a businessman who has 9 appointments today, but then he comes out of the limousine and becomes a beggar. We wonder, is this the same person? And why does he do that? But when he tells his story, it seems like he has been doing this for a long time. When he returns to the limousine again, we finally know he is an actor. He travels from one place to another, doing a variety of performances. Just in the beginning, we are already tricked to think that he is a businessman. Then he's a beggar, then an actor. Each role he plays is as believable as the others. Moreover, there is no causal relationship between one and another role, which makes it even more difficult to identify with Oscar. He could be stabbed in the first scene, but then returns to normal in the second one. He could bite off a person's finger, but then becomes a caring father. After each performance ends, we always return to the limousine, where we travel to the next appointment. The fragmented storytelling and the homage of different genres shows the characteristics of a postmodern film. This storytelling deconstructs the narrative, making us hard to identify with the character and follows the story. But then we must ask, why does the director choose to do this way? We may think that when every appointment ends, Oscar will return home and we can finally see the real Oscar. But when we get to the end of the day, it turns out that his life as an actor will never end. Even the Oscar in the beginning is no longer more real than the another role he plays. It is tempting to think the Oscar when he meets with his former love is the real Oscar. But who are we to claim that this Oscar is more real than the other, when we cannot be sure if it is an appointment or not? In a way, this film is responding to filmmaking itself. Besides the obvious homage to cinema, this film also responds to the current postmodern, fast-paced world, where we struggle to construct larger meaning and purpose, as fragmented narratives like shorts and reels are becoming increasingly popular. This makes us question, what is the purpose for we to live? When the world we live in becomes seemingly purposeless, why shouldn't we all commit suicide?
Qu'est-ce qui vous pousse à continuer, Oscar?
Je continue comme j'ai commencé. Pour la beauté du geste.
Just as the different ways of seeing the world are equally real, this film also tells us that different versions of Oscar are equally real. It is because the identity of Oscar is constantly changing. Just as how we are when we are living in a society, we can be a student, but also a teacher. We can be a daughter, but also a mother, all of which are equally real. Although the film is absurd and weird, when we immerse into the film, it becomes easy to find enjoyment. Meanwhile, when we embrace the fact that the world we live in is purposeless, we could enjoy every beautiful moment of the world. And these moments of beauty are what make our life meaningful.